have to be honest, my initial response was less than enthusiastic. I think my first words were, "You're crazy." Followed quickly by, "How could you do this to me?" Rand's very persuasive, and one of the things he told me was, "Oh, don't worry, Kelly. I think I have about a 10% chance of winning. Nothing's going to change." I put my odds at about 1 in 10. But having been married to Rand for 20 years this year, I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "No, I think if you do this, you're going to win." And fast forward a year, I don't know if you all saw the newspapers yesterday, but Rand is leading in the polls by 15 points. He has been endorsed by Sarah Palin, Steve Forbes, Gun Owners of America, Concerned Women of America. He has run an amazing campaign in the last year and has been to every county in the state and spoken to thousands of people, and I think his message is really resonating. I want to tell you a little bit about myself and about Rand. I'm originally from Russellville, Kentucky. My maiden name is Ashby, and there are actually a lot of Ashbys around this area. My dad's relatives are all farmers in Knuckles and Livermore. Ronnie and Faye Ashby are farmers over in Livermore, and they wanted to be here today, but they're in Florida visiting some of their family. My dad, Hilton Ashby, has done a lot of the genealogy of our family, and he and my uncle have done a lot of research, and our family has been in Kentucky since Daniel Boone days. Some of our forebears fought the Indians against Daniel Boone, and pardon? Oh. I thought you was asking me a question about them. Well, they're actually Captain John and Stephen Ashby. They fought in the Revolutionary War, and as payment, they fought under George Washington. They were both captains, and as payment after the Revolutionary War, Stephen received land near Lexington, and John received land near Madisonville. So we've been around here for a while. While Rand was not born in Kentucky, I like to say I got him here as soon as I could. So, we have been married for 20 years. We've lived in Bowling Green for the last 18 years, and we are really blessed to be part of that community. We absolutely love Bowling Green. Rand is a busy physician. He's an eye surgeon, an ophthalmologist. So he's got a busy private solo practice there and has been blessed with lots of wonderful patients. We are very blessed to be part of a wonderful church, the Presbyterian Church of Bowling Green, where I am a deacon. We have 3 sons, William, Duncan, and Robert. They are 17, almost 14, and 10. So our big SUV is normally filled with bat bags, football pads, golf clubs, whatever the sport is. Rand is a wonderful father to our sons. He is always the first to sign up to coach a Little League baseball team, a basketball team, whatever the sport, he's done it. He's a very devoted father and a wonderful father to our boys and a wonderful example to them. I think one of the messages I want to get across to you all today about my husband is he is a person of boundless energy and enthusiasm. Not only is a busy doctor, father of 3, very much involved in our boys' lives, but he's also been very involved in volunteerism in Bowling Green through the Lions Clubs. 18 years ago, he founded the Southern Kentucky Lions Eye Clinic to provide eye surgery and eye care to people who fall through the cracks in the insurance system, who don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid. He had founded that organization and has worked tirelessly in it. It has been recognized at all the highest levels by Lions Club International for his humanitarian efforts in providing surgery and eye care. He's also been very involved in the Children of the Americas program, which is a program that brings children from all over the world to the U.S. for surgery. I think one of the cases that affected me the most were these 2 boys that were brought to Bowling Green from Guatemala. They had congenital cataracts, which would have been immediately corrected in this country, but these boys at age 12 and 14 were completely blind from cataracts. And the boys walked 4 hours to a screening from the Children of the Americas program, and they were screened there, flown to Bowling Green. Rand operated on both of them, on both of their eyes, and restored their sight. So he's very involved in things like that throughout the last 18 years in Bowling Green, and I think he's made a real difference in that respect. but he's also been very involved in government and politics. The other thing he founded 18 years ago was the Kentucky Taxpayers United, and this is really the citizen activist side of Rand. In the midst of all these other things, he said, I think people need to really understand how their legislators vote more, how they're voting on tax issues and spending issues. So he took his own time, researched all the bills that had come up before the state legislature that year, took the 10 that had the most profound effect on taxes and spending, and rated how legislators voted in terms of fiscal responsibility and protecting the taxpayer. And he came up with this idea of giving out Taxpayer Best Friend Awards. Again, this is 18 years ago. I have a background in marketing communications. I worked for Sprint and Nortel Networks in marketing communications. So he enlisted me to write all the copy, produce the documents, write the press releases. We invited all the media. Rand said, oh, come on, it'll be fun. So the next thing I know, we're on the Capitol steps. You know, he's not in politics at all. He rents a podium, and the legislators who won the Taxpayer Best Friend Award all showed up. And the next thing I know, we're on the cover of the Metro section of the Courier-Journal 18 years ago. And he's like, well, this is how you get things done. You just get involved and get active with it. And he did. He has a lot of energy for things like this. And I think he's really made a difference with Kentucky Taxpayers United. There's a local politician that I'm sure you all know, Brett Guthrie, that we're very proud of, our new U.S. Congressman. Brett took Rand's taxpayer pledge through the Kentucky Taxpayers United when he first ran for state senate. His opponent did not. And our group, Kentucky Taxpayers United, bought advertising and talked about that Brett had signed that pledge, and Brett Guthrie won his first race by 130 votes. It was a tight race, and he won by taking the I think the taxpayer pledge definitely had a role in that.